hackers cause real-world damage and blackouts as targeted ransomware goes after utilities and industrial control systems.
Yeah,
It's a bit of a long,
scary.
bit of a long intro there, but there's some good meat to it, I think.
Yeah, I think ransomware targets ICS is probably the big thing. Well, there's a number of trends. I don't know if you want to start too. We have seen ransomware kind of plateauing as far as this opportunistic attack. And when I say opportunistic, between 2013 and 2016, bad guys were just spamming ransomware to everybody. They didn't care if it was a grandma. They didn't care if it was a Fortune 500 company. They had relatively approachable extortion amounts of $300, which even a grandma can afford to get her pictures back. I know. Thank you very much for that affordable. Do I get a sale on Black Friday with my ransomware? Can I get half off my extortion?
Oh man, I just thought of a good business idea.
Oh no. Stay with the light side. Anyways, so obviously bad guys have been opportunistically going after everyone, but that's kind of faded away. I mean, people are more aware of ransomware now. I think protections are a little bit better. And what we've seen happen just this year is much more targeted attacks. I mean, you might have some examples of some of the targeted ones.
I'd say a really good one was the city of Atlanta.
Yeah.
They got absolutely destroyed by ransomware.
I think Sam was the one there.
Yeah, for about like a month at a time. And we've seen a lot of ones target larger companies. I haven't seen any names disclosed yet, but a lot of ransomware these days are going after companies with even larger extortions too, because they've done the research.
Healthcare is a big one too. Like it started a few years back with the Hollywood Presbyterian Hospital, but there's been everywhere from big health centers to small ones. And when they get hit, it's not just one computer in the organization, it's many. And the ransom amount goes up to the 20K or even higher range. I think they were at one point asking millions from the city of Atlanta.
Insane.
So the point is, this year they've been targeting municipalities and healthcare, and they've increased the ransomware amount a lot. And the reason they're targeting those two is because they're kind of critical organizations. Like if healthcare loses their patient data, it stands still for them, right? It's a big deal. So that they know not only is there a high likelihood that they might pay if they don't have an effective way of getting back online, but that they will pay much more than the $300 consumer ransomware. Same for the city, the cities and municipalities, which have been happening even on small township levels. So we just extended that a little further in that, well, what's another type of target that's a critical risk for everybody really, is public utilities and industrial control.
Yep.
If ransomware can infect, the back offices of that, which by the way, that back office often has the human interface device or the SCADA software that controls the actual industrial control. They don't have to actually infect the plant. They just make it hard to manage the plant. Again, the idea is a bigger ransom because you can't have, the lights going off because of WannaCry or whatever.
It seems like another opportunity for a nation-state style attack, too.
Absolutely.
I mean, we've seen North Korea now linked with WannaCry as an obvious attempt to earn money.
And NotPetya with Russia.
Yep.
In both cases, they used a ransomware, which was legitimately something spreading around consumer for criminal activity, but they used it kind of as a false flag for a nation-state attack. So I think you have both factors. Criminals might understand that they could get ransom from that. Plus, it's a convenient way for a nation-state to hide what their real motive would be. So possibility, hopefully we don't see the lights go off, but definitely something that could happen. And if you take anything from it, it really is the trend of ransomware is no longer being blasted to everyone. That could change, by the way. There could be a new variant that suddenly comes to everyone. But right now it seems to be going after certain critical verticals and asking for bigger amounts of ransom in return.
So what's our defensive tip for this? Turn off your power preemptively and just go ahead and get the hamster going on the wheel?
Yeah, we should go Luddites. We should get rid of all technology, assume that EMPs happened, and start to build our little caves with lots of stockpiles of food.
There we go. And in fact, if you just get rid of all your computers, then you don't have to worry about hackers. And
there you go.
Problem solved.
Well, the good news is, the ransomware hasn't changed all that much. The things that catch WannaCry and NotPetya are the same things that could have caught CryptoLocker a while ago. We're getting better with more proactive malware detection. So I think all the defense we've talked about, you and I have pushed advanced malware detection for a long time. I think even the most legacy AV company has started to move away from purely signature-based stuff and doing more proactive techniques.
And don't forget backups too.
Absolutely. And I think, by the way, we often just say backups, but for these critical systems, it's not just having the backup, it's the speed of recovery.
Yep.
So you really need to invest in modern backup systems that, restoring a tape backup is actually a pretty long process.
What's a tape?
I know. Well, these cassettes that I used to put a pencil in and fix anyways. So definitely look into the more modern ones. Cloud-based ones, or ones that actually can use fast connections to recover you quickly, are probably a good idea. Virtualization, where you can reset snapshots pretty quickly.
There's a lot of backup. I can't give you the names because I don't know them, but there's a lot of backup solutions I've seen where they actually do basically image a computer over time, so you can instantly restore
back to the image immediately. Yeah.
So
heavily recommend those.
But yeah, could be very useful in the event of a ransomware attack.
Absolutely.